100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run it here with Gordon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hayward. 55, Mike 55. Danny. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen.
Now Gordon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady. 55. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It got his man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Where's that? 19! Okay. 29! Just like that. Check 13! Check 3! Check safety! Check safety!
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, 39 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Nickel Roby brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run! Watch the run!
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cummings. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam. Right on this one.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Hey, check right. 43. 43.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Wide, get wide. Check 3, check 3.
Jacobs now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs 10.
Chase it. 19. Watch the pass. Hey, switch gears. Watch that. 59. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz
coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Slings this deep from... It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On second down, it's Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now here's Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Eluding under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, let's get 15. 55's mark, guys. 55. We gotta go, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Flushed out right.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
What's up? 19. Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want this. Hey, what's that? 124. 54. Mike, go. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck. Y'all playing the wrong.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that'll back him up 5. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial trick? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. On 1st down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on third down. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On first down, Gordon. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Yellow. Back.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 15-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run it with Jacobs, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans cut into that lead.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Out of the gun, Watson forced out to his left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This is Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And Charles, on the losing side of things, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're